Hey everyone, thanks for watching. My name is Fallon Mercedes. For those of you who don't know me, I am a fitness reporter and personal trainer, and I'm also certified in nutrition. Today I have a very yummy recipe for you that is low in carbs, and if you're on keto, it works. So all you need is a muffin tin and actually a lot of extras, but check below if you want to try this recipe at home. I'll list out all the ingredients, but for now I'll talk you through them. What we're making today are egg muffin cups. I like to put in protein in mine. You could do them without protein. If you're a vegetarian, you can do it with like a veggie patty, or you could just do eggs. If you don't do dairy, leave out the cheese. Whatever you want to put in yours, you can substitute, but this is what I'm going to put in mine. All right, so you're going to start with your eggs. I actually have heard the saying, you can judge a person by their eggs, and like for a long time, I was like, wow, like I kind of feel offended because I always buy the cheapest eggs. And recently I met a woman and a man who own a farm, and I got some real like organic farm raised eggs, so I'm like super excited to eat them. I like to do 6 or 7. I have 7 here, so I'm just gonna put them all in the bowl. I do yolks. Some people, they're worried, about the cholesterol. Studies prove that it's okay to eat the yolks. It's actually good for you. And I keep all the yolks in. Some people do a couple and then just do the whites. Oh, don't want the shell in there. One thing I can say about these organic eggs, they do taste different. They're a lot, I don't know how to explain it, like lighter, fluffier, especially like when you whisk them up. And they come in different sizes too, like the eggs aren't all the same like size, if that makes sense. Not drastically different, but I mean, I'm sure some of you guys have bought organic eggs, so. All right, so let me get a towel. All right, once you get your eggs in there, I actually like to put a little bit of almond milk in mine just to expand them more and get more volume out of the eggs, and so they're not so flat. I mean, they're fluffier too, but all right, so you just whisk it up, whisk, whisk, whisk. I'm not fancy, I just use a fork. Okay. Now, let's see. I use turkey sausage. This is kind of like pre-cooked, so it'll be fine. Just throwing it in there. And what I like to do is just cut them up into just little chunks. Right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 little sausages. I know on keto you can do, or they prefer you to do like beef and like not do lean meats because of the fat. They want you to have the fat because the fat will keep you more full, but I just haven't really got into like heavier and fattier meats. I still do turkey bacon, I still do turkey sausage, but I'll just include more fats like in the butter. I'll do ghee. And stuff like that, more avocados. Love avocados. Okay, I'm gonna chop that up. This is great too if it's more than just one person in the family. Like my fiance, he leaves super early in the morning for work, so I don't have to wake up. He just takes these and we'll grab and go. Even when I do it in a casserole dish, I just cut it up and you can grab 1 or 2. Actually, let's just do 4 sausages. I think that will be enough. And you don't have to fill up all the tins too. Sometimes, you know, even half is fine. You're gonna pop them out anyway. But it's really good when you get a really meaty egg muffin cup. It's like amazing. Surprisingly, breakfast is my favorite meal of the day. However, I don't have a big appetite in the morning, so you'll find me eating breakfast at all hours of the day. All right, we're just gonna do 4 or 5. You're just gonna slide it all in there. Yay! Okay. Next, we like to do veggies, of course. We gotta get our veggies in, especially in the morning. So I have some spinach here. Now this spinach is like, it's not old yet. However, it's like the spinach that it's like, it's starting to get a little wet and you don't want it in your salad. So I like to use my leftover spinach for my egg muffin cups, or I'll freeze them, put them in the freezer. That way I can put it in my shakes in the morning. But just grab a handful, and what I would do, or what I do, I like to cut it up because I don't want like a bunch of spinach. Even though it will wither up, it will like get like small in the muffin cup. But I like to cut it down because I don't want a bunch of spinach in every bite. So really chop it really small. And I apologize, I'm probably not getting the best angles on cutting the food. But I promise I'll show a close-up of the eggs when they are done. Alright, chop, 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 chop. If you like onions, you can do onions too. I just don't feel like crying, so I'm not going to cut any onions. I have tomatoes, I have some diced red peppers, and then we'll season it for taste. And then we'll top it off with my favorite part, the cheese. You guys out there that are doing keto, please list below all of your favorite keto recipes. I love learning new recipes, so please, please, please put them below or comment them below. Okay, I didn't put like the whole thing, but throw it in there. Mix it around, see how it looks. It looks grainy, so you're good. Okay, now for the tomatoes. I'll probably just put 1 tomato, not 2. Funny story, growing up, my mom is an amazing cook. Like every night dinner was on the table, and I don't know, I was young and didn't know better, but I never cared to learn how to cook and learn like her recipes and her meals. So I am a YouTube self-taught cook chef. I remember after college, I moved away to Dubai, and I didn't know how to cook anything, and it was like my first real time. It was my first real experience living away from home, other than like a college dorm, which they have a cafeteria. So I had to cook, and I'm like calling my mom, send me your recipes, and I still don't even know how to make them. So I would jump onto YouTube and just learn, and actually I've learned a lot. So kudos to YouTube, and now I'm making a YouTube cooking video. So finish up the whole tomato. Again, if you're not a tomato person or a spinach person, you don't have to put it in there. What I like to do too is when I have leftovers, like I think I have like broccoli in the fridge. Sometimes I'll just do whatever leftover vegetables, I'll throw it in there. And that works too. Actually makes it easier so you don't have to waste them, because we know vegetables are expensive and they get old very quickly. Okay, now the tomatoes are in there. I already have, again, these are leftover red peppers. They're diced. So you can just throw them in there. Perfect. All right, so we're gonna give it a nice little stir. All right, these are gonna be some colorful egg cups. Now for seasonings, I don't do regular salt, I do sea salt. You can also do pink Himalayan salt or whichever salt you prefer. And just give it a couple shakes. Onion powder. You can also put onions in here. That was actually garlic powder. This is onion powder. You could do garlic powder, onion powder. If you like it a little spicy, which I do, just a little bit of cayenne pepper. I like fresh ground pepper. And what you want to do, I just eyeball it. I like to cover the top of it. Give it a nice stir. You don't have to go too crazy on the seasonings because the turkey sausage, it naturally has a lot of salt, a lot of sodium, so it's going to give the egg flavor. All right, now to our muffin tin. Okay, this is where you want to put on the oven to 350, 375, and you're going to preheat it as you're putting it in the muffin tins. And then when you bake it, you'll bake it for like 30 minutes. Just eyeball it. You want to spray the muffin tin. You can also use your ghee butter or whatever butter you use for keto. I just like to spray it really good because they do stick, and for a long time I stopped actually using muffin tins because they stuck. So you're going to spray that up. Okay. I'm going to try to show you guys, but you want to make sure it's like really greasy. I don't know if you can see that grease. That way they do not stick, because it sucks when they look so perfect and when you take them out they're like falling apart. Okay, so what you want to do is actually only fill them halfway. You don't want them to go all the way to the top. So just go over each one, fill it. Well, that's a little more than halfway, but that's okay. Try to do halfway, maybe a little more, but do not fill it all the way to the top, because then they're going to kind of like spill over. Let's see if we can fill them all. It might be a little short. Oh, we did it. We got them all. Okay, then go back and refill the ones that look really low compared to the other ones. Actually looks very beautiful. Okay, grab your cheese. I just have some sharp cheddar cheese, finely shredded. That's like my go-to cheese, but you can choose whatever, Parmesan, mozzarella. And you're just gonna sprinkle it on top on each one. You wanna just make sure to coat it good. I'm so excited to have these for the week. And this is just so good for meal prepping, because when they're done, you can just take a Ziploc bag, baggie 2 at a time. Perfect. on filling them. If you have, you know, someone in the family who doesn't like cheese on theirs, maybe do half. And sometimes at the end, I'll even put like avocado in the bag. That way I can have a little avocado on top of it. Okay, they are looking yummy. One of them actually looks like it has a little too much, so I'm gonna scoop some out into the next one because the next one looks really sad. It's like, give me some. Okay. Now they look even, so I gotta pour some more cheese onto that one. Okay, they are looking yummy. If you can see them without me spilling them. All right, I'm gonna put these in the oven. I'm gonna clean up and we'll be back in 20 minutes. If you have your iWatch on, I like to use the timer on it. I know like you're supposed to use the timer for the gym, but it can also be used in the kitchen if you don't wanna use the stove. So what I would do is go into your timer and put it on for 20 minutes. I actually put it on for 15 minutes, that way I could check. But yeah, 15 minutes, and then you can check on them. So we'll see you soon. Okay, let's check on them. Ooh, as you can see, they have risen. And this is where you want to take a fork and just put them through the middle to make sure they're done all the way. It's just because they're nice and fluffy doesn't mean they're fully done. I'm gonna give it just like 2 more minutes and then I'll pull them out. They are done! Alright, they are done and they are looking amazing, and I could smell them all throughout my house. Smells so good, so yummy. And as you can see, they're actually, some of them, they're like kind of popping out a little on its own, so that's really good. That means we greased the pan really good. So you can let them cool down. I'm just gonna test to see if they fully pop out, okay? It's hot, be careful. Okay, so yes, they are done. Do you see that? Can you see the smoke coming out? But see the nice shape? It's just like a little muffin. But yeah, they're fully done, as you can see. So you can pop them out now. I mean, if they're coming out solid. Again, this is what a good greasing does to a pan, and also having a newer pan. Shout out to my fiance. Thank you for buying this pan for me yesterday. I used to have an old one and I think that too, it didn't help. This is a non-stick pan. Call me Miss Fit with Fallon Crocker. Miss Fit with Fallon Stewart. Martha Stewart. That a Crocker? No? Okay, I'll stop. Oh, this makes me so happy. Okay, you guys, this is more motivation for you to do it, because if I can do it, you can do it. I like want one right now. I'll let it cool a little. And then we'll go in for the kill with the taste test. Alright, so I'm gonna push these aside. I'm gonna let these cool down just a little before I go in and have a try. So we'll let it sit for like 5 minutes. Set your timer. Okay, they're cool now. I'm ready to go in for the kill. I love mine with some hot sauce, some tapatio. No, this isn't sponsored. However, Just kidding. Yeah, I like to put hot sauce on mine. You can also put salsa on it. Like I said earlier, avocado on it. You can dress it up however you want. All right, let's go in. It's actually still a little hot. But it's so good. Like, I just love eggs. And like I said, breakfast is my go-to. However, I'm not that hungry in the morning, so this is perfecto. I love the turkey sausage taste. I love, you know, the tomato and the pepper and the spinach. It just has so much flavor to it, and especially with the hot sauce. It's just really good. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys try it. If you do try it, let me know below in the comment section. Let me know how it went, how it came out, if it didn't stick to the pan, if it stuck to the pan. If you tried a casserole dish to do it in, which is also amazing. You can throw way more eggs and way more stuff in a casserole pan. And yeah, it's awesomeness. So I hope you enjoyed, and let me know if there's any other recipes you want me to do for you.